What's up guys, Volt here bringing you a brand new Fast and Furious car remake. In today's remake I am bringing you the 2019 Jaguar XE SV Project 8 edition that Otto drove in Fast 9. Now, Otto is the son of the wealthy head of state and co-leader of the private army who formerly worked with Jacob Toretto to steal and activate Project Ares before allying with Cypher to complete the plan. I mean, he was kind of like a rich, snobby little guy. He was like kind of throwing money around, and he had one of these absolutely stunning Jaguar XE SV Project 8 editions. So this car is something special, and let me tell you a little bit about it. So it really hurts my soul to hear that they crash and smash these cars. Why is that, you may ask? Well, let me give you a little bit of info about the car. They only made 300 of these in total worldwide, and they are selling for about $187,000 to $188,000 a piece. The car also comes equipped with a 5.0 liter supercharged V8 engine, making 592 horsepower with a top speed of 200 miles per hour. I mean, this car is like really cool. I looked up a lot about it, and it is really sick looking. Like, the color is fantastic. I made a custom crew color for it. I'll go over that here in a little bit, but it is still available for purchasing, and you know what, we're just going to get right into it. So you want to go to the internet, you want to go to the travel and transport website, you want to go down to the legendary motorsport website, we'll go down here to the 4-door option, and you want to go down and find yourself the Ocelot Jugular, part of the Diamond Casino and Resort update. So the Ocelot Jugular is actually available for two prices. First off, the buy it now price, which is $1,225,000, which I'll put like right about here, somewhere around here in the video. Or if you actually complete the Diamond Casino heist as the heist leader using the Jugular as the getaway vehicle, it's going to be $918,750, which is about $1 million for the car itself. But anyways, once you have your car and you have your color, meet us at the Los Santos car meet location, as you can see here. So anyways, let's get in and customize the beauty. As you pull in the Ocelot Jugulars in the sports category, I mean, it is pretty much self-explanatory. It is based around a 2019 Jaguar XE SV Project 8 edition. Rockstar did a great job on this build overall. I mean, it looks almost exactly like the real-life car, and I mean, a few things were changed on it. I think the headlights and the taillights and stuff, so it wasn't completely copied. Overall, it looks fantastic for the build. It's the best thing to use for the build. So as I go into all my builds, I go over the overall look, the visual appearance, and the basic design, the car, and how it's portrayed in the movie, game, or anywhere else in general itself. Anything I don't go over is completely up to you. I just put a few staples in on my build. If you want to recreate my build or take some things away from my build, more than welcome to. But without further ado, let's get into the build. So to start things off, you want to go to bumpers, you want to go to the front bumper, and you want to go with the extended splitter. It had a nice carbon splitter on the front. It actually had a carbon like diffuser on the back and skirts as well. So like pretty much carbon all the way around. It also had a carbon spoiler, which I'll go over that here in a little bit. But yeah, you do want to go for the extended splitter. That's definitely what you want. You don't want the canards or like the wires attached to the front there. So you don't want these two options, even though they're kind of sick looking. And the stock option just isn't far enough. So I would definitely go with the extended splitter. Best option there. After that, move on to the rear bumpers. You want to go with the rear carbon lip. You do not want the canards on there, and you definitely don't want it to be stock. You actually want the carbon on there. So the rear carbon lip is the best option to go for there. After that, move on to the exhaust, and sadly it was a twin exhaust, and I believe it was actually probably chrome as well, but unfortunately we can't get that. You can get a single chrome exhaust on both of these. Well, I guess this is like a tin can, like aluminum looking one, but the best one you can go for is the dual twin exhaust. I know they are kind of titanium looking, but they just fit the best for the build. After that, move on to the fenders. You want to go the stock fenders. It didn't have any like secondary fenders. You don't want to spend a little bit more money on that. That's not really worth it. And it definitely wasn't carbon, so definitely stick with the stock fenders. Best option there. After that, move on to the grill. You want to go the stock grill. You don't want to go with the painted design. You don't want to go with the split grill, and you definitely don't want to go with the bespoke grill. It was nice, open, and it was like black all the way around on the inside. It wasn't actually color coded like this. So yeah, definitely go with the stock grill. Best option there. After that, move on to the hood. You want to go with the stock hood. It kind of had like the basic hood that is on the car right now. There was no carbon. It wasn't changed or anything. It wasn't double vented. This kind of had like a hood scoop or hood, I guess, vent there a little bit, as you can see. So yeah, definitely go with the stock hood. Best option there. After that, move on to the lights. You want to go to headlights. You want to go with the white light. Now, the running lights were white, and most likely if the running lights are going to be white, the main lights are going to be white as well. So if you can't do the white lights from the car meet or anywhere else, if you're on old gen, you don't have the option to do that, or on, I don't know, something that you can't actually use the car meet or the arena or anywhere that you can actually change headlights in, you definitely go with the stock ones. I mean, it's completely okay if you go with those. They're a little bit more bluish tint, but I would say the best ones to go for are the white lights. After that, move on to the neon kits. You want to go to neon layout. It's going to be none because it didn't have any neon on it. I highly doubt they would add neon to this vehicle. It's just, it doesn't scream like it needs it. I don't think it would actually look good with it. I mean, possibly, but overall, why would you do that on cars you're just going to smash up, bash up, and destroy and damage and just kind of ruin the value of, honestly? So, like, why? No, just go with none. Best option there. After that, move on to the livery. You want to go with the sport stripes. It actually had like one big stripe down this like right side, like on the driver's side. I mean, I would probably even go with the Ocelot stripe on the side there if it was in like a beret, because it would fit really nice for the build. Unfortunately, the best thing we can go for is the sport stripes. All the other ones are just kind of like race builds and just weird like anime builds and stuff. So definitely go with the sport stripes. I know it's not the greatest, but it kind of gives the representation or best kind of like design you can for this build. So yeah, definitely go with the sport stripes. Best option there. After that, move on to the plate. You want to go with the yellow on black, and the custom plate you want to go for is IJ49 space 2SG. Again, that is IJ49 space 2SG. Now that is the custom plate that's on the car and in the movie, so you definitely would go with that. I would say to go with the yellow on black. The main reason for this is it's like an alternative of what the actual plate was. It was a yellow plate with black text, but in GTA all we get is a black plate with yellow text, so it's kind of like inverse or reversed, I guess. I would say this is the best one you could go for. It did have a front plate, but unfortunately we can't get the front plate on this, and if you did, you would have to go for something along the lines of like a blue and white 3 or something. But yeah, I would definitely go with the yellow and black, and again, the custom plate IJ49 space 2SG. Same respray for last. Move on to the roof. You want to go with the stock roof. Didn't have no carbon roof, so don't worry about adding or changing anything on there. Just keep it nice and stock. You want to make sure it's all one nice primary color. After that, move on to the skirts. You want to go with the carbon lip skirts. The reason for this is you want to kind of like match the back rear bumper and the front a little bit too. And you're probably thinking, why don't you just go for the carbon skirts? It's just too much carbon. It wasn't like this. It didn't have like full carbon skirt. It kind of just had like a little bit of like an extender or like a little bit of a lip on the actual like skirt and all that. It did have the little fin in the back there, as you can see. So I would definitely go with the carbon lip skirts. Best option there. After that, move on to the spoiler. Unfortunately, we don't get any good spoilers. There's a few that I could recommend if you don't like the stock spoiler. I think the stock spoiler fits the best for the build. It's really small. It's kind of like the same design, same height and everything. The other ones you could possibly go for are something along the lines of the carbon GT wing, or if you really want to push it, you go with the carbon drift wing. But again, it has like the blue on there, and the entire wing was carbon, and also had like Project 8 on the outside. So I mean, I would say either go with the carbon GT wing or just go with the stock wing. Completely up to you. After that, move on to suspension. I kept it stock. I don't think they would lower these things at all. If anything, they would be down to a lowered. But I mean, I don't think they would change them at all, like ride height, put no coilovers or anything on here that would be like lowering the vehicle at all. So I would just go with stock. But I'd say if you want to lower it, I would go no more than a lower. After that, move on to the turbo. I would definitely add the turbo tuning. Again, it was a supercharged V8 engine, making like 592 horsepower with a top speed of 200 miles per hour. Yeah, you kind of need that turbo. We don't have a supercharger option in the game. Hopefully in GTA 6 we do, but right now we don't. So just add that turbo tuning to get that extra power, extra oomph, and extra performance. And again, just fits well for the build. After that, move on to the wheels. You want to go to wheel type. You want to go down to the sport category. You want to go to the stock rims, and you want to put on the Mercy rims. Now these I think fit the best. They have the same number of spokes, as well as they come all the way out to the edge of the actual tires. And they kind of have almost the same exact like design for how the spokes look, how they're like curved down and then they curve out. I was thinking about going with the street option Mercies, but as you see, the Mercy concaves actually have like the little design on the inside of the actual rim, which is actually not on the real life car. That's why I went for the sport category stock rims on the Mercies, and I mean it just fit really well for the build. I know some people probably went with like synthetic Z's and things like that, but they were pretty thick spokes and everything, so I would definitely go with the Mercies. I think they fit the best for the build, and that's the one I'm going to put on for my build. After that, move on to the wheel color. You want to go with the black. I mean, the rims were black, so no better option to go for than black. After that, move on to the tires. You want to go to tire design. You just want to keep them stock. You don't want any custom tires and have any tire text or anything like that, so just keep them stock. After that, move on to the tire enhancements. You want to go with the standard tires. It wasn't drifting, so don't put low grips on. I mean, if you really want to, it is GT Online. And maybe Otto would actually have a vehicle that is worth $200,000 to have bulletproof tires on it. But I mean, again, it is GT Online, so it's completely up to you if you want to go with bulletproof tires. Me, I'm just going to go with standard tires. After that, move on to the tire smoke. It's going to be a white tire smoke, guys. I don't see a point in changing this. Last for the respray is windows. You want to go with a nice light smoke. Now, it seemed like the back was a little bit more dark, but I mean, overall, the main car and what I've seen in most of the pictures and like videos and stuff is like a light smoke on there. It didn't seem like it had like no tint at all. So I would definitely go with at least a light smoke. I would say no more than a dark smoke personally, but me, I'm just going with a light smoke. I think it just adds a little bit more design to the actual build and a little bit more depth. So light smoke, best option there. All right, and I'll see you guys in 2 seconds with a rolled steel primer color. All right, and we're back. As you can see, I have my car and my primered out rolled steel. Pretty much what I always do for all my builds. That way you know what colors I'm going to be doing for the LSC color and custom crew color. There is 2 of them this time, guys, so stay tuned if you want to know both. First off, we're going to go with the LSC color first. So you want to go to the primary color, go down to the metallics, you want to go down to the blues, and you want to put on a metallic blue. After that, move on to the pearlescence. You want to go down and actually not put on a surf blue, but the same exact pearlescent that we're going to put on the custom crew color, which is an ultra blue. It was a really bright blue, but like kind of a little bit dark in some areas. And then it was a blue that had like a decent bit of shine to it as well. Again, I'll show you pictures of the actual color and everything, and you'll actually be shocked at what it looked like in certain lighting and stuff. So that's what you want for there. After that, secondary color, same exact thing, metallic. Go down to blues. You want it to all match, so you want to go to the blue, just like that. After that, move on to the trim color. The interior was all black, so I would definitely go with an all black interior. Best option to go for there. And that is it, guys. That is for the LSC color. Again, it's a very viable option if you don't want to use or actually don't know how to use the custom crew color. Just join the family, become part of the family, and I can actually change it for you if you wish. Right now it should be on, and whenever this video goes live on my channel, it'll also be on as well. Use it up while you can. I'm going to put the hex code on screen right now for my custom crew color. I don't really have a name for it. I'm just going to call it the Project 8 Edition Blue because I don't really know what the color is called. I don't know exactly what it is based around. I think they just created it for this car itself. I don't think it was created for any other car. So I'm going to put the hex code on screen again right now for you guys, and you're going to see the color change in 3, 2, 1. As you can see, so much more vibrant, so much more blue. It's almost pretty close to the Fast 9 Skyline blue that I created as well, but it's more vibrant and a little bit more blue. You want to apply that just like that. After that, go down to pearlescence, make sure it is on ultra blue. Again, you want that nice ultra blue shine. I will say it is kind of sad that the livery is not more prominent. It actually overpowers the livery a bit, which is sad, but personally, the livery does make the car a little bit more, like it gives it a little bit more emphasis, but I think the color stands out and makes the car stand out more. Kind of get an idea of what it's based around and everything more when the color is better than the livery personally, but that's completely up to, I guess, personal preference. I just think that the color is more important than the livery. I mean, I've had a lot of builds that I've done that are just based around the color, and with the color alone, you can kind of get an idea of what the car is based around or designed around. I just say stick with the ultra blue, guys. Even though it overpowers the livery, best option to go for there. Go back to the secondary color. We're just going to apply the crew color over top of that, just like there. And the interior is going to stay the black, as you can see here, for the trim color, just like that. And yeah, guys, that's it. That's how you recreate the 2019 Jaguar XE SV Project 8 edition that Otto drove in Fast 9. Again, I think the car turned out beautifully. I wish we could get a better wing. I mean, a better livery would be nice. And I would say that's pretty much it. I wouldn't really complain about it too much. I'm okay with the exhaust being the way they are. But I mean, overall, it screams the build. I think I did a great job on the color. And honestly, it's one of my more favorite colors I've created in a long time. You'll see the color change when we get outside in the sun, too. It's a lot more vibrant. But it's not like over blinding or anything like that. And when it's in nighttime, it actually looks like it is in the movie because, again, they have color filters on the movie. So what do you expect? Anyways, let's go back to our parking spot and let's go outside. All right, guys, it looks like it is sunny out somewhat, but it looks like it's just now got done raining. So it's kind of like in between sun and shine. But look at that shine. Look at that color. It just makes this car all the more better, honestly, because I think I did a really good job on this color. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. But I mean, as you can see, rain or shine, it doesn't really matter. This color pops no matter what. And in the dark, it looks good too. I mean, it looks like the one from the movie. So yeah, let's go for a drive. I will say that this car, and I think another car, which is the XA21, has a really good engine sound. Look, listen to this. The backfires and the engine sound are just make this car. Sadly, for being 200 mile per hour car IRL, this thing does not live up to the hype. But it is pretty quick in game. It handles really good. It can weave in and out of traffic really easy, even after this wet road of the rain and everything. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'm happy with the build. You guys let me know what you guys think. Just listen to that engine through the tunnel, bro. Look at that. Look at his weaving. Oh my lord. I am a madman in traffic. Look at that. Oh man. And then look at this. Look at that shine. Boom, baby. That's what I'm talking about. A little bit of nick right there, but that's okay. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave comments down in the comment section down below for what build you'd like to see next. But yeah, links down in the description below for Twitter, Discord, and the crew. Free to join, free to leave anytime you wish. And with all that being said, guys, hope you have a great day/night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the love and support, as always. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. I'll catch you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.